Episode of the Ben's Review Show, I review our first tourist attraction of the series, the Jorvik Viking Center. Hello everybody and welcome to Ben's Adventures on YouTube and Ben's Review Show. This is episode number 2, where I review different tourist attractions from around the world and also in the UK, and also upcoming movies that are being released in the cinema. In today's episode, it is about tourist attraction, and it's about a tourist attraction in York, so stay tuned for that. Also, this is a series that comes out weekly. This is coming out a little bit more earlier than I would have liked, only because coming up this week we've got our big trip down to London to see Britain's Got Talent, so I wanted to get a review show done, get it out of the way with, and then I can concentrate on the editing and filming of that video, which will be coming up over the weekend. Fingers crossed if I get time. If not, the latest it will be Monday. I'll try my best. So without further ado, here's the channel updates. So in regards to channel updates this week, obviously there's not been a lot because obviously I have brought the review show forward. So normally the review show will be near the end of the week, but because of our upcoming trip and I want to focus on that, obviously I've brought it forward. So last Friday I brought out the first review show, which was a review of the new Lion King movie. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It is on our playlist. Did you agree with what I said in that video? Did you not? Leave a comment down below and I will get back to you. Also this week I've uploaded a video from Nottingham Beach, which is an annual event in Nottingham City Centre. It was a fantastic fun day. Make sure you have checked out the video. Keep an eye on our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram to find out where we are and what we are doing. And without further ado, it is time to do the first review here on Ben's Adventures. It is Jorvik. Jorvik is a museum and visitor attraction in York, England. In 1976, the York Archaeological Trust excavated a site in Coppergate where they found numerous relics, textiles, wood from the Viking era, and wanted to make an attraction where people were able to be immersed in the Viking life of York. So when you get to Coppergate in York, that is where the attraction is, and it is actually built on the site where they did dig to find all of these fossils, the relics and everything. They even found how they used to build the Viking buildings, and I've tried to make this experience as immersive as possible. When you arrive in Coppergate, you may have to queue up for the attraction. It is one of the most popular attractions in York. So what you'll need to do is basically mark the queue. Fortunately, when I went, I didn't have to. But they get the crowds moving quite quick, and mind that I went on a weekday as well. So you'll be greeted by some Viking characters. If there is a queue, they'll interact with you, they'll talk with you, and they'll keep you entertained. So you pay for your ticket. I will go through the ticket at the end, the price and everything, because I'm doing it at the end. and then you'll go down these steps to the first exhibit, which is basically the archaeological dig. So it will actually show you how they did the dig, some of the items that they did find. It's very educational. There was a lot of school trips when I went. You'll actually see it's quite interactive as well. You'll see a lot of what they found actually in the floor itself, and you are going to be going underground York. For people that might think, oh, that might be claustrophobic, it's not at all claustrophobic at all. I mean, the video that I did doesn't really do it very much justice, I must admit. But it's quite open, it's quite widely spaced, and there is actually quite a lot to read, a lot of information, lots of education before you get on to the next section of the attraction. So the next part of the attraction is a suspended gondola track ride. So basically you'll be put into a carriage of up to 6 people, 3 people at the front, 3 people at the back. And what this system is designed for is basically you'll go around the Viking village and actually get to experience what Viking life was like in York. Now before you get onto the ride, you might be concerned about restrictions, i.e. is there a height restriction, is there a weight restriction? There is no restrictions to this ride. However, it is important that if you do have an accessibility issue, that you can either go on their website or speak to the staff members that sell you the tickets. Because on the ride there is live actors which you might not want to be approached by, especially if you probably suffer with autism or something like that. Just mention it to the members of staff at the start, they'll provide you a sticker and the actors will not come anywhere near you. Okay, but the actors are not there to scare you, they are part of the interactive experience to make you more immersed into the Viking world. So this part of the attraction has had a lot of updates, and I believe you used to be able to walk around it, and then they brought in this ride system. The attraction itself has a lot of animatronics, and a lot of them that you can see on the screen now. Now they have been built, but they've also had quite a lot of CGI work, lots of facial recognition based off the skeletons that were found during the dig to make them as realistic as possible. The activities that you will see the animatronics and the Vikings do would have been exactly how it used to be in Jorvik. There will be live actors in the ride with you that will come and approach you and be interactive with you and start talking to you in Norse, which is the Viking language. All of this built together leads to a very good immersive experience. They've even got smell pods in there, so at different points during the ride you'll smell some very strange smells indeed. But it's all to help build up that immersive experience that you are in a Viking village, to really get a sense of what it used to be like, and we found this absolutely fantastic. So at the end of the ride experience, you'll then get off. The ride experience is about 10 to 15 minutes long, and then you'll get off into like this sort of museum style section of the attraction, where you can go around and have a bit more in-depth look into like a lot of the archaeological finds. There's a lot of staff in this section, so if you do have any questions about what you see, then just approach them. They all wear Viking outfits, you cannot miss them. But they also do Viking like arts and crafts and stuff like that, and try to get you involved. It's very good to see kids taking part in these sort of activities and enjoying the history of Viking life. So the ticket prices as of 2019 is for an adult ticket to go to Jorvik Viking Center is £12.50, and for a child it is £8.50. They do have other family tickets available and concessions. However, us at Ben's Adventure, we don't recommend doing this alone, especially going to York. They have a lot of attractions in the Jorvik group. For example, Barley Hall, Richard III experience, Henry VIII experience and dig. You can get all of these attractions for £20 and it's for a whole year entry, so you can keep going in and out to all of them. Also with Jorvik one, if you do decide to get a single admission ticket, it is for the whole year, so you can keep going back into it and enjoying the attraction. The opening times at Jorvik Viking Center are as follows. From April to October, it opens at 10 o'clock in the morning and the last admission is at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. From November to March, it opens again at 10 o'clock in the morning, but the last admission is at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Do note that Jorvik will be closed Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Opening hours on New Year's Eve are from 10 AM till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and New Year's Day is 11 AM till 4 PM in the afternoon. During special events and school holiday periods, opening times may vary, so you must check their website for more information. So this trip was my first time to York, so it was my first time actually going to the Jorvik Viking Center. It was actually recommended to me by my brother-in-law. So I thought I'd give it a go because I wanted to experience York, I wanted to get around as many attractions as I could. And I was pleasantly surprised by this attraction. I think the history, the education, how interactive it is, how immersive it is, all the technology, they've really respected, the history of the Vikings in York and made it into a very immersive experience for the family. Every single staff member that I met was very friendly, very knowledgeable. If you needed anything, they'd help you out. If you needed any information, they'd give it to you. And I just think overall as a package attraction, I think it's really good. Value for money as well with the passport. I mean, getting 5 attractions for under 20 quid, I think that's a bargain if I'm honest with you. You could go to London and just do 1 attraction for 20 quid and it only lasts an hour. This way you've got 5 attractions that you can go to and it's for the whole year as well, so if you do not manage to go to see all the attractions in time, you can go back later on in the year to do the attractions that you've missed. It's also quite good, say for example, if you're a student at one of the York schools and you're studying about the Vikings or King Henry VIII or King Richard III and you want a bit more information about that rather than looking it up on Google, going to one of these attractions, getting that information, and it would help you with your coursework as well. So overall, Jorvik Viking Center, out of 5 stars, I'm going to give you 5 because I honestly think overall is a brilliant attraction, family friendly, and you just get everything with it. So well done. Thank you very much for watching another Ben's Review show here on Ben's Adventures on YouTube. Did you agree with my review? Did you like this sort of video? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It does help. Keep an eye on our social medias on Facebook and Instagram for all of our information of where we are going next and what videos are coming up to the channel. Thank you very much for watching another Ben's Review show. I'll see you next week with another review. And that's it. Bye.